So, welcome to Politics in the Pig Pen, where your oink is heard by all. Well, the topic of the season, obviously, is the U.S. politics and also U.S. social issues. I don't think I would like to be an American citizen at this time. So let us get smack into the politics of the US of A. Going back to, of course, the election of Mr. Donald Trump, has always been amazing how he defeated 16 seasoned candidates vying for the leadership of the Republican Party, and then to be elected president in 2016. Well, it's obvious when you look back that so many people, especially the media, Democrats, liberals, leftists, did not want Donald Trump as president, and more specifically, dear old Hillary Clinton. To this very day, she's still talking about her defeat. So, poor Donald has had a rough go, and for any good that he has done has quickly been forgotten. But the media and the White House constantly at each other, at loggerheads to see who's going to do who. Well, one of the biggest issues that has been raised with regards to the governance of Donald Trump is how the media has made the statement that he has created division in the United States. Well, I hate to burst their bubble, but in fact, Donald Trump never created division. What Donald Trump has actually done is expose the failures of American society for the past 5-6 decades. Actually, going back to the sexual revolution that occurred in the States. At that time, of course, it was a case of individual rights, exposing these, pardon the pun, but what really was significant in all of this is that from that moment on to this very day, Donald Trump has been able to expose the failures of American society, the decay of the moral fabric of the American society, be it due to abortion, pornography, corporate greed, racism, on and on and on. That is precisely what Donald Trump has done. However, the media, they like to point the finger at Donald and say he has created division. Where in fact what he has done, and I have coined this phrase, he has placed in front of every American the social mirror. And when Americans looked into the mirror, they did not see, or I should say, they did not like what they saw. And so we have at the moment the exposure of these failures. And now the American people must face them. And they must do something about it. So, where do we stand with all of this? Well, the Democrats have tried everything, of course, to destroy the president. And the last fiasco, of course, was the Mueller investigation and Mueller report, the so-called hoax. Now we are on to the impeachment of the president, and according to many, another hoax. So where does that really leave the Americans? Well, they're grappling with so many issues. But one that has struck me more than anything before is the divide actually between the white community in America and the black community. The white community is viewed as the supremacists of America. Of course, this has become an issue that the supremacists, the white supremacists in America, have created great division, where in fact the true supremacists in America are each and every white American. They are the supremacists because, first of all, they run and reign supreme. And the black community is simply viewed as second-class citizens. And yet they don't see this, or they don't get it. And it is so evident now that the election, more or less, electoral process has commenced, and of course, Democrats are seeking a new leader. I have made the following statement, that there are many black people, including the former president, Barack Obama, and his family for that matter, but that I cite as the white niggers of America. And who are these people? They are the black people who are in fact black on the outside and white on the inside. They toe the line according to what the white population tells them to. Barack Obama became president because the Democrats put him there. Behind closed doors, it was told to Barack that, listen, we will put you in the Oval Office as mere tokenism and nothing more. Barack was to be the savior of the black community. Well, we all know that Barack did not save one black person. But he responded to the Democratic Party, he responded to white America. And that is about all that Barack Obama did. So that's why these people, like Barack, are referred to as the white niggers of America. It is a very, very sad state of affairs. What happened to the concept of the so-called melting pot of the United States? No such a thing. People have probably melted, but don't forget, some are more equal than others, and in this particular case, the white people of America reign supreme, and the black people are second-class citizens, even to the point that you do hear on occasion people referring to them as subhuman. Recently in the States, there was an incident where 3 white police officers had pinned down a black girl, and she obviously had committed a minor crime, and she was yelling at the officers to let her go. Well, as a comment from her mother stated that the white officers treated her like an animal. So, doesn't that tell you that if that is what the mother has said, you can imagine that it is true. That Black America is treated simply as subhuman, as an animal. A stand needs to be taken, obviously. There is one young woman in America who was formerly a Democrat, a liberal, who is now a staunch conservative Republican, and her name is Candace Owens. Candace has been preaching this now for a number of years. And of course, the Democrats just despise her because she has exposed truly how the black people are treated in America. And they are treated as second-class citizens. And yet, no one other than her has taken a stand. I don't know if they're just towing the line or they're ignorant. I hate to use the word stupid, but this is what's happening in America. And so evident, especially during election times, since you will hear through the media, you will hear pollsters say, well, 47% of the black people support Joe Biden. When would you ever hear them state 40%, 50% of the white people support Joe Biden? Never. Why is it always the black people that are viewed as secondary? And as I said, it is evident during election time. There are other times as well they point out the distinction between the white community and the black, but always condescending when it comes to the black community. I'm hoping that Candace Owens will be successful in convincing the black community and that they take a stand. Why should they be second-class citizens? And of course, there are all the other cultural groupings of people, the Hispanics, Asians. Who knows where they stand? Well, we certainly know where the black community stands. So getting back to the political ills, the social ills, it is so evident that the American people must look at each other and say, we have to do something. If not, this will continue. Racism will definitely continue. So don't point the finger at Donald Trump, America. Look into the social mirror and see who's really the cause of division. And that is truly the leftists, the liberals, the Democrats, you name it. They are the ones that are responsible for the Great Divide. It reminds me of the fall of the Roman Empire. And something tells me the same is going to happen in America. You will have the fall of the United States of America. It is unfortunate in many ways that the motto of "In God we trust," they no longer do so. I don't want to push the concept that they now have a motto stating, "In Satan we trust." However, it certainly looks like that. So, let's hope that they will reflect upon this and that they will take steps to rectify their ills. In the meantime, we're waiting for the so-called possible impeachment of Donald Trump. I do not believe, like many, that it will happen. But it is to be seen, and we will leave that subject matter for another day. So I hope you have enjoyed Politics in the Pigpen, where your oink is heard. Until the next time, bye bye.